Welcome back into the Personal Foul Podcast. I am your host, Colton Gesser. Alongside me is my co-host, Phil. How the heck are you, sir? You look quite spiffy. I know it's not for some good news, but you do look quite spiffy there, good sir. And I know you want to give a special shout-out, so the floor is yours.
Yes, I do. Unfortunately, one of our most loyal listeners, Mike Bauer, his father passed away. Charlie Bauer, we salute you. I'm definitely going to toast you tonight. I have to go to his wake right after the show. As always, the fans come first. I got to make sure the show is done, and then I'm off to the wake for a very sad situation, unfortunately. But Charlie, you were a great guy. I always enjoyed you. You have a great family. I love them all to death. And can't wait to see him tonight. But unfortunately, it was just under different circumstances. But anyway, we salute you, Charlie Bauer.
Nicely done, Phil. Nicely done. We'll jump right into it. I know you got places to go, so we'll try to keep this episode as short and as fast as we can do it.
Yeah.
With our big time of the year in football and baseball heating up. Quick shout out to baseball. Rodon sucks. Tyler Granado doesn't want to do a damn trade. You bastard. And, oh, baby, whoa, the Mets. Oh, the Mets, how great it is. The choke job of all choke jobs. I love that you got Juan Soto and you didn't address the pitching staff and your team effing sucks and you're going to blow it. Oh, I'm so excited for the Mets to just continue to urinate on themselves. Looks like you got something to say, Phil. Floor's yours.
Oh, yes. This team actually thought that Clay Holmes was going to be their ace all year round. Didn't they know that he's been a reliever for the past few years? Didn't they know that this guy was going to get tired? And then what happens? They panic, and they had to bring up all of their young arms, which probably will reduce their rookie eligibility next year. A horrendous job by the Mets. The Mets should have better pitching next year, but, I mean, what an absolute collapse this is. To be tied with a terrible team like Cincinnati, who, by the way, Ellie De La Cruz hasn't done a damn thing in 2 months. And to be stuck around with the Reds of all teams, absolutely atrocious. You Met fans are getting choked tighter than this tie that's around my neck right now. Absolutely horrible. You suck, Met fans. For the rest of the National League, the Phillies, they're going to coast. They've already clinched the division. Milwaukee's clinched the division. They're the 1 and 2 seeds. The Dodgers, they got a 2.5 game lead over San Diego. But both teams are going to make the playoffs. The Cubs are already going to make the playoffs. It basically comes down to the Reds and the Mets. So that's going to be some must-watch TV this week. As for the American League, technically the Yankees are 2 back of Toronto, but in reality they're 3 because Toronto's a tiebreaker because they beat the Yankees like redheaded stepchildren all year long. Detroit and Cleveland, what a hell of a race this is. Only 1 game separates them, and they got a 3-game series coming up starting tonight with Skubal on the mound, who was injured last start. That's a very interesting game to watch tonight. And in the West, Seattle swept Houston. Oh, that's a shame, Astro fans. I feel bad for you. Not. But Seattle, I mean, they have 3 against Colorado, but then they got 3 against the Dodgers at the end of the year, where I think that Astros have like cupcakes the rest of the way. So that's also something to watch as well. But the biggest news out of baseball today is the robot umps finally coming into play next year, where each team will get 2 challenges per game, whether it's a pitcher, a catcher, or a batter. Nobody else can challenge it. So that will help with the strike. So, and if you win your challenge, you get your call. So you can do like 20 challenges in the game if you need be. And with some of these umps, you might have to. Isn't that right, Cody? That's right. What do you think of that, Colton?
For a game that they wanted to like speed up, now you're going to slow it down again with all these challenges.
That's not really slow. Have you seen these challenges? I saw it in preseason.
Yeah, I saw. Only time I saw
15 seconds.
Only time I saw was Paul Skeens when he was actually down in the minors for like 5 seconds. He was down there before he got called up, and he did the tap on his head crap, and they instantly changed it. But it really doesn't take.
I have no problem with this.
Nah, it's right. It really doesn't take that long. If you like look at the clip of Paul Skeens doing it, it really doesn't. And the ref, the umpire gets the tap. Oh yes, okay, it's a strike. Yeah. It is very fast. It's just stupid. If you're going to challenge 20 times, it is going to be annoying. It is.
I don't think so. If the call's right, isn't that the bottom line?
The game of baseball always grew up on a game of inches. Now it's just gonna be like
Yes.
pinpoint accurate. We grew up in a sport again, especially a sport I played growing up my whole life. Anything's close to swinging at where these guys are freaking like it has to be perfect. Like it has to be a perfect pitch for these guys. So like I don't know. I kind of think it's dumb. Where many times we're yelling at the TV, why you not swing with 2 strikes?
Yeah, I know. I am gonna miss that.
Like the shit that you grew up with, swinging at 2 strikes, where if it's close, where these guys are not. So like it's everything you kind of grew up being taught is quite the opposite and thrown out the window.
On the flip side, the Eric Greggs and the Angel Hernandezes of the world would have strike zones, 26 inches on each side of the plate. That goes away as well. So I think that helps.
I agree. But the fact that we're already 6 minutes in, we haven't talked football, we're going to zoom on by the rest of baseball. No one cares. The Tigers did blow a ginormous lead, but we shall continue on to Thursday Night Football, where we saw the Buffalo Bills host your Miami Dolphins. They hung around for a while, the Dolphins, but it did not wait much longer until the Tua pick happened, and they lose the game 31-21. So all you people that picked Buffalo to cover, you lost. Hate to break it to you. So can't wait to get to that. Wait to that later on with Beat the Genius. And yes, who called Miami covering last week? Look at you, Ray Trimble. But yet you ginormously jumped on the Buffalo wagon this week. I saw your spread already. And I got to eventually get to adding that up with the picks this week. But floor is yours, your team. They kind of hung around, but the Tua pick that my wife bet on hit as she predicted.
Well, good for her. I'm glad she won. At least there's one winner in that family, unlike you. Sorry. That's about your face made me laugh. Anyway, all I keep hearing is, what a moral victory that was for the Dolphins. Oh, they hung around. Oh, yeah, they played into the fourth quarter. No, this is a team with way too much talent to be this piss poor this deep into the year. To me, I thought they lost by double digits. That's the bottom line. They were thoroughly outplayed throughout the whole game. Never once did you feel that Miami was going to take the lead in this game. Never. Not one time. Even Cody's sick about it. Never did you think Miami was going to win this game, and neither did I. Now, that being said, Ray Trimble and my son both said, bet Miami, bet Miami. You got to change your suicide pick. They were both saying Miami was going to win outright. That made me laugh. So I did change my pick, and I took Seattle, thank God, because now I have Buffalo for this week. Buffalo, they're the team of the East. They will probably end up getting the number 1 seed because Kansas City and Baltimore have absolutely fallen apart. There is no rhyme or reason what the hell Baltimore's doing. Miami, they're absolute toast. I don't understand how they go from a Thursday night game to a Monday night game. Such a huge gap. It's an unfair advantage for the Jets, and we'll get into the Jets in a little bit. But I don't understand why there's such a huge gap in the schedule there. They already have rest. Now they're getting an extra day of rest. I don't like that. I actually do think it's unfair for the Jets. It doesn't matter. Miami stinks. They're not going anywhere. It's going to probably cost them the number 1 pick. Tua, 22 for 34 for 146 yards. Can we stop with the bubble screens, McDaniel? Can we throw the ball over the middle? Can we throw the ball downfield? Can we get a tight end somewhere over in the middle of the game? It's the same nonsense time and time again. A-Chain, 12 for 62 yards, 7 catches for 29 yards. Buffalo was ready for this. It was an absolute joke. And Tyler Granado wants give me what I want. Let's make that trade. You're going to get it from stingy Colton over here? No, I don't think so. That's not happening. Go on.
Nicely done, Phil. Moral victories are kind of – I don't understand it in the NFL. But I did get it. You could say as a fan, they kept it close, especially a team that usually goes into Buffalo late in the season. It's cold. They get pissed on, and it's not close. But they did hang around. If it wasn't for Tua's pick, who knows how the game ends. But to be saying it as grown men in that locker room, it's kind of embarrassing. And I think Cody agrees. And speaking of the Jets that you had mentioned, it was great watching the Jets. I already forget their damn coach because he's going to get fired probably the end of the season. Aaron Glenn running down the sideline, dancing, and I'm sitting there laughing with my dad It's like, oh shit, the Jets took the lead, but like we knew. Me and my dad knew. We were looking at each other. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be great when they go down the field and they blow this game again. And that's exactly what they did very easily. Oh, by the way, without Mike Evans, no sweat from the Buccaneers. Walked it right down the field, placed it there. Boom, Jets lose again. Go figure. 29-27, they lose again. I know you kind of had your thoughts, a little teaser. You have any thoughts on the shit show that is the New York Jets? Before we get into Tyler Granato's shitty Dallas freaking Cowboys, holy shit, they suck.
That was the most Jet-esque way of ever losing I've ever seen. To block a kick, go all the way back down, score. The head coach is celebrating like he won the Super Bowl, only for Baker Mayfield, who's become a top 5 quarterback, by the way. I know someone's going to give me hell for that, but I think he is. For Baker to take that team on his back with no pulled his hand, Evans, marched right down, no Godwin. I mean, they did, and they bottled up Bucky Irving pretty well too. I mean, Irving didn't have that great of a game.
Nope.
What do you have?
He had 1 million carries for
25 yards. Carries for 66 yards and four catches for 33 yards. Egbuka saved him 4 for 85. But Baker, when he needed to be good, he needed to be good. Now, let me ask you this: is there a quarterback controversy in the swamps of the Meadowlands between Taylor and Winston? Because I thought Taylor had a good game.
Well, Taylor and Winston, you'd be confusing Jameis Winston, who is third on
not
the
Winston.
Giants, and Justin Fields.
Fields, the other bum. They're all bums.
They are all indeed bums. Tyrod Taylor. No, you got to start Justin Fields. You know what Tyrod Taylor is?
The Homer Pittsburgh in you.
Huh?
The Homer Pittsburgh in you wants you to see Fields succeed.
I mean, I wanted to see Fields as a Steelers long-term guy. That's what the Jets kind of signed him for. So either you suck this year and you're in the top pick for this year's draft, even though the Saints finally came back down to earth. I thought the Saints, you said it last week, have shown a lot of fight. They did not show any fight against Seattle. They got urinated on.
Yeah.
But no, I think Fields has to play for the Jets. Poor Rick Sogness, I know he wants from his dollar quarterback to play. But, yeah, I think the Jets have to play Justin Fields. You have to see what you have in Justin Fields, because if you suck and you're bad, you move on from Justin Fields and you draft your new quarterback. So I think you definitely have to play Justin Fields. Tyrod Taylor does nothing for you going forward. And we'll move on to the next shit. So this week had a lot of shit games, by the way. So this kind of is an easy week to buzz through, other than the big name teams. Speaking of this one, Tyler Granato's favorite Dallas Cowboys effing suck. 31-14. Caleb Williams has looked like ass every single week outside of having the scripted drives. He looks like shit. But don't worry, he lit up the Dallas Cowboys like the 4th of July. Jerry Jones was so smart trading away Micah Parsons. You genius of an old man. They suck. CeeDee Lamb goes down early in this game. He had the one run end around. He gets hurt, ankle rolled up on. He's going to be out a few weeks, it seems like, for the Dallas Cowboys. So it is now Pittsburgh Steelers' own George Pickens' time in Dallas. They lose 31-14. Yeah, they indeed got slaughtered there, Ray. Not a good week for the Cowboys. I picked them. I thought this was an easy cover for Dallas to try to stay up and within reach in this division. They suck. I'm wrong. 31-14, they lose. Caleb Williams plays well. Nice flea flicker. And by the way, that's the part that people get the hype about with Caleb Williams. That throw he made on the flea flicker, that dude's got a cannon. But then he's got moments when he looks like shit. So it's what are you getting from Caleb? That was a great throw. He played well. They win. Thoughts on Dallas? A shit show?
Well, Dallas' season is over. With no CeeDee Lamb, I mean, hey, what are you gonna ride Jake Ferguson off to the sunset? I think he had a big game, didn't he? Yeah. 13 catches, 82 yards. Jeez. I mean, that's all they're gonna throw to, because Pickens, he barely can separate in coverage. And when he does, he drops the ball anyway. So, they got Javonte Williams running the ball. I mean, they're going to have to go to a power running game in Dallas, which I know Dak doesn't like, but they really have no other choice right now because those receivers suck down at Big D. As for the Bears, Caleb did have a nice game, 4 touchdown passes. No running game whatsoever. Swift, 13 carries, 33 yards. Burton did have a nice game. He is the deep threat there, 3 for 101, and the long touchdown on the flea flicker. I do like Chicago. I think they're going to bounce back. I don't know if they're going to be a playoff team, but I think they're going to scare a few teams this year, unlike Dallas. And Tyler, you said something about having bigger gaps in coverage. Speaking of big gaps, I meant to bring this up during the Dolphins. Your boy Kenneth Grant of Michigan, he must eat Swiss cheese every day before the game starts because the cook blows by him time and time and time again. He stinks. I told you that was a horrible pick, and it came to fruition. Why? Because Miami can't draft, especially taking bums from Michigan. But I digress. Let's get back to this.
I digress. Yes, Kenneth Grant is a very good football player, so you're a jackass. International champion, and he's a national champion. But
tackles this year.
Well, I hate to break it to you. I think it's the defense as a whole in Miami. But hey, what do I know? Vikings annihilate the Bengals. 2 defensive touchdowns for Isaiah Rodgers. They piss on the Bengals 48-10. The Bengals is kind of self-inflicted wounds on this one. I don't really think Wentz did a whole hell of a lot in this game. They win. Their defense is good. The Vikings defense is good. Brian Flores, as much as you hate Brian Flores, I wish dearly the Steelers decided to promote the damn guy to DC instead of letting him walk. But what do I know? Speaking of Pittsburgh, Steelers win 21-14. Nothing surprising there. It was if the Patriots knew how to hold on to a football like NFL professionals, Steelers lose this game as Drake May probably should have been checked for a concussion, might I add. How the hell do they have to up in a booth? Dude hits his head hard, and then like 2 plays later throws a pick.
Yeah, I mean, come on. How is he not pulled out? I mean, where's that flag for the concussion protocol that they use or whatever? I mean,
there's no flag. They buzzed down to the ref, like, hey, yeah,
obviously foggy. That was a joke. Aaron Rodgers had a nice game, 16-23, 139.
You call that a good game, 139, and today's
not a great game. He was efficient.
Efficient, yes. Efficient,
yes. Definitely efficient. He won the game when he needed to. DK had a hell of a catch in the end zone. Only 3 catches, though. I don't understand that. I don't know why they don't throw that.
DK Metcalf, you talk about George Pickens not being able to separate. That's DK.
Yeah, he's another one that can't separate.
DK Metcalf cannot either. So it's very great that the Steelers decide to have DK Metcalf in the same issues from last year of no other wide receiver next to DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Could have signed Keenan Allen. You could have signed, what's his name?
Allen would have been a nice fit.
Yeah, should have signed Keenan Allen as a possession receiver. The guy to get you all the gritty yards in the middle of the field. The Steelers don't do that. No, of course not. We're going to pay DK Metcalf $50 million and have 2 tight ends that they're not going to use in the middle of the field. But, yeah, you had what's his name? You could have signed Keenan Allen. Oh, God, I was just rattling off all the free agent receivers that they could have signed. I'm an asshole. No one cares about Pittsburgh. They're 2-1. No one cares. Let's go to the hot topic of town. How about Nate Brown's Indianapolis coach with Daniel Jones? 41-20. They piss on the freaking Titans. Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, my golden goose that I'm trying to trade for something because my wide receivers suck ass. They win again, 41-20. You think it's going to come to a rattling halt here for the Colts. I don't think so. They win 41-20. Jonathan Taylor, Daniel Jones, Michael Pittman continue, and Tyler Warren, who the Jets passed on, again, another tight end that they didn't take. Baby. How about that?
Daniel Jones is going to come back to earth. He has played absolutely nobody so far. Him and your boy, Jonathan Taylor, who you want the world for. You want Justin Jefferson and another player for Taylor? Come on, get the hell out of here, Colton.
That's why I didn't entertain your trade. I don't just need a receiver. I want a 2-for-1, and I'm going to watch you crash and burn with no running backs.
No, I'm going to get a running back this week. Don't you worry about me. I am the trade master, okay?
I'm going to get
$100. I will make the playoffs, and I will win it all. That's what
I'm getting $100 out of you now. Your team's toast. Tyrone Tracy is no longer the lead back in New York. Cam Scattaboo put his finger down and his foot down on the job, and Tyrone Tracy's hurt. You're effed. You're screwed.
You're 1-2 last I saw. I don't see you anywhere near.
You're 0-3. It's great.
Oh, don't worry. Genius always rises to the top.
Genius is screwed and just donated $100. Speaking of my crappy team, we go to my shit quarterback that magically won. God, you know who's crashed and burned? That is one CJ Stroud. How the hell do you have a rookie season that he's had? Now he's had 2 back-to-back years. Again, we're not full to the second year yet for CJ Stroud, but golly, he's off to a shit start in year number freaking 3. Jaguars win 17-10. CJ Stroud continues to look like ass and more ass. And so does Trevor Lawrence, might I add. That dude blows. Man, what I'd love to be in the AFC South and just walk to a division every single season because all these teams suck balls. Yeah, any thoughts on this game? This is a game I'd love to just buzz through. I don't really care.
The other thing I gotta say about C.J. Stroud is he didn't even have a great rookie year. He had 4 incredible games his rookie year. I had him, won me a title, but that's why you haven't seen anything since. And that's how I feel about Drake May this year. He had a good year this year, and then Bo Nix, same thing. Oh yeah, he was Bo Nix. These guys have regressed this year. They're not taking that next step up, and when they don't take that next step up. To me, like with Tua, never took that next step up. Get rid of him. Cut him right now. Don't sign him to these stupid, ridiculous deals where you choke on your salary cap for the next 10 years. If you don't see improvement from year 1 to year 2, get rid of him. You should use that in your little NFL show. Use my wisdom for your show. It might help your ratings since we get better ratings here.
So you think, Phil, but we continue on. We go to probably the biggest disappointment of the week, by the way. I think everyone took this game, and boy, oh boy, how many probably people lost in Survivor on this game? Because I surely think you would. Atlanta, Big A, no-show. Holy cow. 30-0 Atlanta. Are we dead ass? Are the Falcons dead ass serious? 30-0 Bryce Young? Come on, man. What a disaster this franchise is. Sorry, Big A, 30-0. Holy cow.
A was not a happy man. Well, when is he ever happy? I mean, he'll be happy this weekend for Final Fest. That was just an absolutely deplorable shot. Penix, another one. He has done nothing this year. You going to sign this guy to a big, huge contract? No, I don't think so. 18 for 36, 172 against Carolina. And Drake London, where are you? 5 catches for 55 yards.
There's our native Carolina fan. There he is.
Who, Ryan Robinson?
Yep, there's our native Carolina fan.
The T-Mac was real.
Do you even know who that is?
No. Oh, McMillan?
There you go.
That's who you call T-Mac? I'm thinking of the Orlando basketball player. No, he's not. He doesn't get T-Mac yet. What did he do? He didn't do anything special last week. What did he do here? I know I wrote it down. McMillan, 3 for 48. Don't give me T-Mac here yet, Ryan. He's not a T-Mac yet. To me, he's just a T.
You can give
no
me
TD either. I don't think he has a touchdown yet. A
You
ball.
can give me the Carolina beat the Panthers, though, and the Falcons. Big A.
Well done, John. Well done.
What a disaster.
Yes, Young does have the tools. Will he make it to the next level? He's another one.
No,
we don't know yet. I'm not giving him a $20 million contract.
I don't even think he has the tools. Absolutely not. We go to the game of the week, and they should have lost. Boy, oh boy, they're a lucky freaking bunch, those Eagles. But they do win. The Eagles do win. I'll give them their credit. Those bastards know how to win. 33-26. Rams had them. Stafford had them. And I think the Rams are kind of cementing themselves as a problem for this season. They lose on a blocked field goal taken to the house by Jordan Davis's big ass. They win 33-26. Thoughts on the game?
I was watching the game with the great Tim Hershak before the Dallas game, and it was 26-7. It was middle of third quarter. The Eagles scored, and Tim said, "The Eagles are going to win this game. I just have this feeling. The Rams are scoring field goals, not touchdowns, and this is going to come back to haunt them." And damn if it didn't. Tim Hershak, a wise man of genius, always has been, always will be. With that blocked field goal, I mean, the Eagles are 3-0, and they've played 3 tough teams. That's scary. When do they start trouncing everyone in the division? That's going to be ugly. So the Eagles, book them, put them right back in the Super Bowl.
Wow, that's confidence there. We continue with the NFC East. Commanders without Jaden Daniels, they don't skip a beat with Marcus Mariota. They win 41-24. Pete Carroll, welcome back to the NFL. In case anyone knows, the Raiders suck, my man. You shouldn't have came back. Geno Smith sucks. Ashton Genty's been ass. has not really worked out well for the Raiders. They lose
No.
41-24. And probably the second biggest surprise of the week, Jordan Love and company. This team, this is why I can't get excited about this team, by the way. This is the shit that I can't get into with the Packers. This is exactly why I don't love the Packers going into every single season. How the hell do you lose to the Browns? 13-10. How does that even happen for Green Bay? They lose 13-10, but this is why I don't love the Packers. Like, this is why I like the Packers. I don't love the Packers every single season.
If you recall, I remember the genius saying in the beginning of the year, Cleveland's going to upset a couple of teams that you wouldn't think they would because they still have a very good defense, no matter Joe Flacco on offense. Do you remember the genius saying that? I vividly do. We'll go back on videotape and look at it. But, I mean, Green Bay had 10 days off. You thought they had an easy suicide pick for them. I didn't like it because it was on the road. Then the rain started. Love loses the ball. Jacobs only had 30 yards on 16 carries. By the way, what's his name? Juden? What's the running back on Quentin Juden?
Quinshon
Junkins, whatever. He looks like he's for real. 18 for 94. Ran right by Micah Parsons a few times. I saw that. Blocked field goal, came back, kicked a 55-yarder the other way. That was a hell of a win for Cleveland. I was happy to see that. And I also enjoyed watching Jim Sloan be miserable because not only did he go to the Met game on Sunday, he had to watch the Mets lose and then watch his Packers lose because he was watching that. So a double whammy for Jim Sloan. That's right.
We go to the teams that I think are back-to-back games here that we're going to talk about.
Yes, you did make good ribs on Sunday, Tyler.
Teams that I think are going to be really good. They lose Najee Harris. Not that it's a huge deal for the Chargers. They win 23-20. Herbert continues to have a good season. Keenan Allen continues to have a good season. I really like what the Chargers are doing. I thought Harbaugh going there was a match made in heaven. I called that thing years in advance that was going to happen. Next game, Seattle pissing on the Saints. Didn't really have to do a whole hell of a lot in the first half. I think they had like 7 plays or some nonsense that I saw. Like, they're just continuing to roll.
Yeah, New Orleans stinks. They're going to get the number 1 pick.
Yeah, you had an egg on your face from last week because you thought they were not as bad as people thought the way they're fighting games.
Well, they weren't until this week. And next week when they get crushed in Buffalo,
yeah,
I think they'll have some heart at home.
They got pissed on 44-13. Jackson Smith and Jigba continues to show how good he is.
Yeah.
Dumpster fest of a game. Cardinals just suck. Sucks seeing James Conner go down. But the Cardinals are ass. Do the Cardinals not know? This is another team that drives me nuts. Did they not know that they drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. high and was the wide receiver that you couldn't really miss? He's been horrible. I don't know if it's a Kyler Murray issue. They lose 16-15. This team sucks.
38 yards. Oof.
It's bad. The Marvin Harrison Jr. thing has been horrible for the Cardinals.
Yeah, but they're 2-1, luckily, and they could have been 3-0. Mac Jones, give him credit, hobbled leg and all, 27 for 41, 284. CMC, 52 yards rushing, 88 yards receiving. No one else really did anything on that team. It was a CMC show. Now you know why he gets hurt every year by mid-November because he leaves it all out.
You would think, by the way, they brought in Brian Robinson from Washington.
Yeah, 2 carries.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. You do not understand that McCaffrey's like an injury bug waiting to happen any game, and he's done for the season because if it's a soft tissue, good luck. You're never seeing him again.
No.
You would think you would use Brian Robinson more, and yet they just don't do it.
Yeah, bad job.
I really don't get what they're doing with that.
No, they're beating the hell out of them, and then they're going to be like, oh, my God, why don't we have anybody healthy? Bosa, by the way, out for the year, torn ACL. Another huge loss for the Niners, but those guys are always hurt.
They sure are. Sunday Night Football, of course they weren't losing this game, and he loses his job at the same token. Giants lose 22-9. Russell Wilson had probably one of the worst goal line drives I've ever seen in my life. Where he's just throwing the ball out of the end zone every single throw. They lose 22-9. You kind of knew they were losing the game going in let alone the refs. Find out right at kickoff, Graham Gano hurts his groin. I'm like, oh, they're fudged. They're done.
Yeah.
And you're telling me Spags didn't know that? They're done. The fact that you had no kicking game, just keep them honest. They had no shot in this game, and they lose 22-9. And a new switch up, which I'll be seeing in person next week. Jackson Dart has now taken the floor for the New York Football Giants against the Chargers.
And you're going.
Yes, welcome to the NFL moment for Jackson Dart as he faces.
Who are they playing?
The Chargers. Welcome to the NFL moment there for Jackson Dart. So nice, easy one, cupcake out of the gate. We'll give you the 3-0 Chargers. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. Had a little bit of a good one, and then Derrick Henry decides to fumble and lose the game. By the way, go blue, Aiden Hutchinson causing that. Lions win 38-30. Have a big game going into next week, by the way. 1-2 apiece.
Yes.
Kansas City.
Someone's done after that game. One of those two will be done.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one for those two next week. We will now look into Beat the Genius. I, of course, did an updated standings throughout the show, so I will give that to you all now. We have Ray at 5-4. I am 3-6. Alex is still 2-1, so he's going to quickly get washed away for not doing picks since week one, that jackwagon. Phil is 4-5. Matt Santos was perfect 3-0 at the driver's seat and has yet to do picks since. He's a jackass. He's still 3-0. Hooligan, welcome back to the pick party. He is now 3-3 after last week jumping back in. Karen Warren, I have to update because I have to grab it from Facebook. He's 1-2, but I do have to update his picks from last week. My father finally on the column with a win. Problem is he lost the other two. He's 1-8. What a
bum! You bum!
It's been a terrible run for him. Mike Bauer is 4-5. So Ray Trimble has the lead at 5-4. You are 4-5. Mike Bauer is leading this. What's that?
Only 5-4 is leading this monstrosity.
Yeah, it's been a bad season. So I have to delete all these picks. Phil, would you like to start off with yours for me?
Yes, I absolutely would. I got three no-brainers this week. First one is Buffalo minus 16.5. The Saints are going to come marching in and get thrown into Lake Erie because this is going to be a massacre. I wouldn't even play Kamara this game just to rust them because they're just going to get absolutely slaughtered. It's going to be Sons and Lambs this game. I've been riding this team all year as much as it pains me. I'm going to do it again. I am taking your Pittsburgh Steelers plus 2.5 against the Vikings.
Wow.
Pittsburgh at home getting
God that shits on the Steelers, man.
I know.
You've the wagon.
I've been winning with them. I've won 3 of them with them. How can I not ride them? They've been going well for me against the spread. And I see a typical Minnesota meltdown in Three Rivers or whatever the hell you call that stadium now on Sunday.
Well, you're wrong. So you might want to maybe switch your pick there in Ireland this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I forgot they were in Ireland. Nah, I'm going to keep it. I'm keeping it. I'm not a man who changes. I'm a man of conviction. I make a pick and I stick with it. Unlike you.
Final pick, Phil, before you.
And my last pick, the no-brainer, without a doubt, the Miami Dolphins. We will crush you New York Jets. Minus 2.5. We'll probably get slaughtered. But there's no way in hell I'm coming on this show and taking a pick and not having my Dolphins lose at home to the Jets. And I tell you right now, if the Dolphins lose this game, I better not see McDaniel and Greer next week. You cannot lose to this awful team with the Jets coach doing the funky robot on the sideline. And the team's in total disarray. The quarterbacks stink. The wide receiver outside of that bum who I can't stand. What's his name? Wilson, I can't stand him, but he's good. Everyone else stinks. Hall stinks. The team's in turmoil. But yet somehow the Dolphins will blow this game. But I'm still going to take them. Why? Because I'm the genius. That's right. Yes, I am begging, Ray. I'm begging for my team to do something with my manager and my head coach and my general manager. I want them out. I am tired of looking at them. I'm tired of the same bullshit excuses every week. They need to go. Look at me. I'm getting red here. I have to stay calm. I have to go to a very important place. Take it away, Colton.
Well, I'm going to start off with the Seattle Seahawks Thursday Night Football. I think Arizona freaking blows. And I think Sam Darnold's actually played
At Arizona.
Really, I don't care where the hell the game is. It could be in freaking France, could be in London, could be Mexico, Brazil. House of Turf in Brazil, Uncle John. I'm so sick and tired of Arizona. But this is a game they'll win. I'm telling you, these assholes know how to F up my picks, and they're going to win this game, Arizona, magically. But I am taking Seattle -1.5. I think Sam Darnold's played really well, and Jackson Smith-Njigba has kind of cemented himself as a legitimate number one receiver in this league. I am taking the Seahawks going to Arizona division game without James Conner. Win the game. Seattle -1.5. I am also riding with the Los Angeles Chargers and Mr. Harbaugh go blue, walking into Big Blue into the Atlanta AC unit of the NFL Sunday in Jackson Dart's first start in the NFL. They are 6.5-point favorites to Los Angeles Chargers. They will cover that and win Sunday at the AC unit. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers. My last pick, I really can't figure it out which one I'm going with. I think I'm going to take the Commanders over the Falcons away. I think Daniels probably comes back this week. I think the problem is Atlanta got their absolute pants shit on from Carolina, and I think like Atlanta's maybe going to have some fight after getting their doors blasted in from Bryce Young and freaking McMillan last week. No one cares about Bryce Young. Sorry, Mr. Robinson. I'm going to do it, though. Give me the Commies -1.5. I certainly hope Jaden Daniels plays. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an asshole. But that is my picks. Appreciate everyone. Drop your picks in the comments. I saw Ray dropped his earlier, so I have to get that.
Did as well. And yes, Kenny, I'll take that. All 4 quarters.
What's that?
Kenny and I, we split a pool, and we need Jets 4, Miami 0. All 4 quarters. We'll win big money.
Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and I will go back. Oh, Alex won back. Finally, after week 1, he's back.
You're behind, Alex. You need more picks than that. You bum.
Yeah, Alex, you got to give me 3 more since you missed week 2. So you got to give me picks. So, and yes, Final Fest this Saturday.
Yes.
Make sure you show up for Final Fest.
Everyone but Colton. What a disgrace that you're not coming. I cannot believe you're not showing up.
I'll be there late. I'll be there.
Oh, all right. That's fine. As long as you show your face.
I'll be there late.
All right. The crowd wants to see us together live. That's right.
That's right. Also, big congratulations out to Alex on his future wedding. He asked him to be a groomsman this past week. So big shout out to A1 there.
Oh, congratulations, Alex. By the way, you made me the best man. So I get to tell you what to do in the wedding party.
You're such a jackass. Appreciate everyone. Tyler Granado, accept my damn trade, my freaking trade, you jackass.
Oh, God. I can't wait to see this pile of crap. I'm going to have to veto it like Rick Sognes does.
Oh, Final Fest. Wait a minute. It's back at Uncle John's next year. That'd be freaking sick.
Oh, it is? Yeah.
That'd be such a shit show.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure Aunt Jenna will love that.
Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We'll be back again next week. Make sure you get your picks in the comments. We'll see you next week.
Have a good week.